to make sure that everyone had proper supply of their food just in case we all get quarantined. And one thing I started to ask myself was, everyone's in a panic right now because of what could possibly happen if we don't have access to the bare necessities. But one thing that a lot of people don't realize is that we should be in a panic all the time to make sure that we're taken care of long term as well. And it's funny how people think, because they're very short term, never long term, but then when it comes time for someone to plan for long term, it's a very short amount of time. And right now we have the time. So two things that are guaranteed, guys: we all pass away, right? We all leave this earth one day, and we all pay taxes. But for some reason, a lot of people actually do not have that kind of stuff prepared, because there's so many other things that are a lot more important in the short term, without realizing the impact of time on these two things. Like, for instance, building your wealth when you do retire, and then of course making sure that you're well prepared, or your family's prepared if God forbid. And so I would urge you to look at what you're doing right now to properly prepare for that possibility of having to be quarantined. And then also look at your life going forward after this, because this too will pass. That one day you will pass away, whether it's from a virus or walking off the curb and getting hit by a car. Sorry to be animated with this, but it's true, right? And even if you do live till 100, you still pass away. So what are you leaving for those people that you're leaving behind, besides grief? I wanted you to really think about these questions that I'm going to pose to you, and then really urge you to reach out to me if you've answered never. If you've answered never to any of these three questions I'm going to ask you right now, because it's so important you understand that there's people like me on my team that can help you with this. We teach about real things that actually matter to people. So I want you to ask yourself this: when was the last time anyone has ever shown you your debt freedom date? Okay, when was the last time anyone has told you when you will be completely debt-free, mortgage-free, everything? When was the last time anyone told you when you can retire, or even if it matches your goal of retirement? When was the last time someone told you that you can retire at 55 or 60 or 65, whatever that looks like? When was the last time someone actually told you that? And the third question is, when was the last time someone told you how much you actually have to save up in order to retire when you want to retire? I would urge you to really think about that. For all of you guys who have said to me or to anyone else, I got a financial advisor, ask your financial advisor that. I urge you to ask them that. Hey, show me when my debt freedom date's going to be. And then get them to work. Or tell me, when am I going to actually retire, and tell me how much money I actually need to save before that happens. That debt freedom date is the only thing that's going to hold you back from retiring. And I urge you to reach out to me, because I actually know that if you haven't been helped by me, you haven't figured that out. Guaranteed. Anyways, it sounds a little bit arrogant, but I want you to understand that I'm 100% confident that we got something going on here, and we help families in a real way. And at the same time, I know that I want to leave something on this earth, and if it means that I get to leave the memory of knowing that I helped a family get out of debt and I got them to financial independence, I've really reached my mission. But I know that there's so many families that need my help. But when was the last time you actually panicked about your own financial situation? And if you haven't, you really need to think about that right now before it becomes a panic. I don't want that to happen to you. I got you all.